even think the people in Canada realize how big Georges St-Pierre is.
He may be the most athletically gifted fighter ever to compete inside the octagon. He is Georges St-Pierre.
He is, and you can now add another title to St-Pierre's MMA resume. The current welterweight champ has been named Sportsnet's Canadian Athlete of the Year. It was actually a unanimous decision for the Montreal native, who received 89% of the votes. For more on GSP's latest victory, we hook you up with our Ivanka Osmak.
Georges St-Pierre joins us now. Congratulations on the award. You know, you're the first MMA fighter to win this. So what does this mean for you and also to the sport?
Well, it's a big step forward for MMA in Canada. And I want to say thanks to Rogers Sportsnet for their support, and Joe Ferraro and all the fans who has been voting for me.
There is some stiff competition for the Sportsnet Athlete of the Year every year. This year, no exception. Jarome Iginla, one of the other nominees, and of course, you know how big hockey is in Canada. So, did you ever think that one day you would win and beat a nominee from Canada's, well, favorite sport?
Well, I'm probably the most surprised person actually right now, but it's as I said, it's a good surprise. I take it as a Christmas gift, you know what I mean? So thank you very much.
Now, what do you say to some of those critics who, well, still don't believe that MMA is a real sport? Do you think this validates it by winning this award, that people's opinions may have started to change?
Well, it's a sport, but it's a little bit complicated. Because you can say I'm going to play hockey, I'm going to play football, I'm going to play baseball, but you can't say I'm going to play MMA. It's not a game. So, of course, it's a little bit different than other sports. You know, I know it, but it is a sport. It's violent, of course it is, but it's not free violent. We train, and that's what we're training for, and it's always made in the respect.
Well, you're the first MMA fighter to win the award, but maybe you could become the first athlete to win back-to-back Sportsnet Athletes of the Year. Is that something that you'll be looking to do again next year?
Well, I don't know about it. I think for me what is important is focusing on every single of my fight by fight, and not think too much about winning award and stuff like that, but it's always very nice when you receive such a thing, you know what I mean? So maybe we'll see next year. I hope I'm going to have I just hope everything going to go well in 2009 as well. I'm getting ready for it.
Congratulations, happy holidays, and again, Georges St-Pierre, who is Sportsnet's Canadian Athlete of the Year.
Thank you very much, everybody, and wish everybody a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas.
Georges St-Pierre has scored many a lopsided victory in his career as a mixed martial artist, but his latest ranks as the most one-sided battle Sportsnet.ca has ever seen. GSP taking home Sportsnet's 2008 Canadian Athlete of the Year award with a staggering 89% of the vote. Congratulations to GSP, and more with Showdown.
Mixed martial arts in 2008 will be remembered for the return of Randy Couture, the fall of Elite and the quick rise of Brock Lesnar. But it will also be remembered as a stellar year for Canadian Georges St-Pierre, who solidified himself as the best in the welterweight division and a superstar with seemingly unlimited potential. Looking back, GSP set the foundation for 2008 when he stepped up to replace Matt Serra at UFC 79 and verbally submitted Matt Hughes with a modified armbar. This victory gave St-Pierre the interim welterweight championship and set up a rematch with Matt the Terra Serra. Little did GSP realize that this fight would make history as the first UFC event in Canada. GSP was instrumental in orchestrating and promoting UFC 83 in his hometown of Montreal. The event was a huge success, selling out in 28 seconds and giving the UFC their largest live attendance of almost 22,000 fans, and GSP did not disappoint, defeating Serra to reclaim his championship. Later in the year, St-Pierre dominated #1 contender John Fish in an epic war of attrition, successfully defending his title and solidifying himself as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the planet. GSP also became the first and only MMA athlete to sign on with CAA, a sport and talent agency which represents the likes of Sidney Crosby, Derek Jeter, and David Beckham. GSP has also found himself in the entertainment eye as rumors are persistent that he is currently dating pop star and actress Mandy Moore. But don't expect 2009 to slow down for GSP. Up next is a super fight versus lightweight champion BJ Penn. With a win over Penn, GSP is expected to fight Thiago Alves, and then according to UFC President Dana White, another super fight, this time with Anderson Silva. I'm Showdown Joe, and I'll see you next week.